Well, hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm up to my eyeballs in motorcycle maintenance this week. I decided I was going to be changing the chain on Mr. Suzuki here. I've run into all kinds of difficulties. To wit, I am struggling to remove the Allen bolts on the front sprocket cover, and what I really don't want to do is to put the new chain on without having changed the front sprocket, because so far as I know this is the original factory sprocket, which means it's 32,500 miles old. This is, I'm pretty certain, the original factory rear sprocket, also 32,500 miles old. I have broken the chain, as you can see, and removed the rear wheel. As you can see, I've also given it a bit of a clean, but I'm stuck on this bit. So I've been struggling with it for most of yesterday. As I advised in my last motorcycle maintenance for idiots by idiots, that's me, been studying YouTube films, learning different ways of removing problematic bolts. I've come up with a few ideas. It would seem that there are a number of methods for doing this, some of them non-destructive, some of them destructive. I'm resigned at this point to the notion that I might need to be waiting for new bolts, and that's probably going to take a week. In any event, I'm back at work in a day's time, Thursday through the weekend. This will be my last chance today and tomorrow to get this motorcycle back on the road. If I can't do it, then I'm going to work on the Murgatroyd's BN125. No great hardship. And there is also, as regular viewers will know, an ongoing problem with this magnificent beast. Yes. Now, I haven't ridden this for about 3 weeks now because I'm waiting for the new regulator rectifier and the new stator to turn up. I've just looked on eBay and discovered that whilst they were originally saying they were coming on the 21st to the 23rd of October, that is today, tomorrow and the day after, they're now not coming until the end of next week. Oh well, we'll see how we go with the Suzuki. So I've just been down to the local tool shop on the Murgatroyd's Benelli BM125. Thank goodness we have that, otherwise I'd be stranded. And I have bought some WD-40 Specialist Penetrant. And I'm going to spray that onto the bolts that are giving me the problems, and go and have a bite of lunch and then come back to them and try and remove them. One of the biggest problems thus far has been this bolt here. Now it's rounded off slightly, and in fact this morning, whilst trying to remove it, I actually broke the head of a ball-ended Allen key inside there, and then spent an hour trying to get it out. I tried a little screwdriver, that wasn't working. I tried 2 little steak knives, that didn't work either. Then I came up with the idea, hang on, if that Allen key is magnetic, then the little magnets on the Osmo Action cameras will pull it out. I put them both together, bink, out it came. Fantastic. Anyway, let's get this done. Penetrate, 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 and penetrate. We like a bit of penetration. Right, I'm going to go and have some lunch. See you in a bit. An hour later, and we're getting back to it. This is the socket hex key that I was trying to use. You can probably see it's been well used. It's a Socket X that I've known and loved, but it has probably reached the end of its useful life. So much for that. When I was at the tool shop today, I bought a new set, specifically for this one. I think that's the right one. No, it's not. This is a mechanical ineptitude. As always, I make no claims to the contrary. So that's the one. That seems to be a far better fit. The Penetrant WD-40 has had a good hour to work. The problem I've got here is one of access, of course. It's recessed back from the frame, so I don't know how this is going to go. We will see. But I'm hoping now that this will just start to turn. It is not. It is not. No, I can actually feel that giving as I attempt to turn it. Nope, nothing happening. And it has, in fact, once again, snapped off the head of the Allen key. That is well and truly seized. And it feels to me as though that one is not coming out with a magnet. And so, at this point in time, the job is finished for the moment, and it's back to the drawing board. More accurately, I'm going to cover up the motorcycle, resigned to the fact that it ain't getting fixed anytime soon, and I'm going to go and play guitar. But wait, there's another possibility. If I can get that bit of the Allen key out of the bolt head, I have one more chance. Well, that's not coming off anytime soon. I'm going to have a think about it. Yep, we'll give it some thought. Though I am seriously considering just giving up on Mr. Suzuki. We've had a very happy 3.5 years together. He is getting to the point now where he's going to become increasingly difficult to maintain, and given that I'm really quite busy with a whole pile of other stuff, I'm not entirely certain it's worth the effort. I shall reflect and consider and decide accordingly. Well, now, I suppose it's a bit of a crunch time, isn't it? I mean, thankfully, I don't have to hurry into making a decision about this, but I've jotted down a few notes, as I like to do, being scientific and all of that stuff. It seems to me at this point, and I may wake up in the morning having had a bath and shaved my head, which is long overdue, I might mention, as is this glass of cider here. But having slept on it, I may come up with yet more ideas. But thus far, it seems to me there are three options. First one, and this is in no particular order. I am nowhere near having made a decision yet. Give it up, scrap it. Looked into this 6 or 8 months ago when I was struggling with issues with Mr. Suzuki, and incidentally, you know, even if I get this fixed now, there are going to be future issues. I could just give it up and scrap it. So I'll get about 150 quid for scrap. And that will go towards the new motorcycle fund. That's one option. I don't like it. I don't like it. We've been together 3.5 years now, me and Mr. Suzuki. We've had a fabulous time. We've had lots of fabulous times. I still love that motorcycle. And so there are two more options. The second option would be to give it to somebody qualified. What do I gain from that? To put everything right that needs to be put right on Mr. Suzuki is going to cost me over £1,000 in garage bills. The whole point of this motorcycle maintenance journey is to get better at doing motorcycle maintenance so that I don't have to pay £1,000 garage bills. So, number two, not a fucking chance. Which leaves one further option, which is to treat Mr. Suzuki from here on in as a project and nothing more. Winter is coming. I'm going to have 3 days a week in which it's going to be cold and wet and windy and horrible, and I won't want to go out riding as much as I do in the summer. I will still go out riding, just not as much as I do in the summer. If I make room in the garage, there's a bit of a workbench at the back. I'd have to shift things around a bit, maybe store them somewhere else. I could feasibly create the space to treat Mr. Suzuki as a project. I can strip him down. I can do all of the work that needs done on him. And I can rebuild him and put him back together the way that I actually want him to be. Now, I've never really been a sports bike kind of guy. Fast bikes I've loved and ridden for many, many hours. But sports bikes, no, it doesn't do it for me. I always saw Mr. Suzuki here as a motorcycle that was in transition, on his way to becoming a stripped back, naked street fighter bike. And so that is how I would like him next spring, if I go for option number 3, to come out of the garage. He'll be a totally different colour. He will have very little plastic on him. He will have a new headlamp unit. He will have indicators on the side rather than in the fairing. He will be reborn as a trans motorcycle, if you like. I don't know, call it what you will. So that is option 3. Except it's option 2, because there's no way this motorcycle is going to a bike shop to get fixed. I'm just not doing it. I have a great deal to think about, and I often find that I do my best thinking in the bath.